Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is TweaK here, and today we're going to be doing a quick little summary of the Talking Tarkov podcast, Tarkov TV podcast number 9. But first, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. As some of you guys may know, my Tarkov account got permanently banned on stream today. I will leave a Gyazo link in the description for the email that I got and the reasons as to why I was banned. There was, in fact, a false positive ban from FLEA, I'm guessing. So yeah, basically, I was streaming as per usual today. I was getting, kind of shit on. And then all of a sudden, I survived 2 raids in a row, and I got banned live in front of everybody. So yeah, it was obviously, pretty confusing. The word spread around quick. A lot of other streamers were talking about it. So basically, everybody on Twitch knows what happened. So if you guys hear stuff on Twitch, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, etc. about me being a cheater, this is why. But yeah, I got hit by a false positive by FLEA. As you guys know, I've got a great relationship with the Battle State team and the community manager, who I've reached out to about this, and hopefully we'll have more info on it tomorrow. I've been in the first Tarkov Twitch Rivals event. I've been on the Tarkov podcast before. So yeah. I wanted to throw this into this video because I feel like if I uploaded it without talking about this, it would probably look really sus. So yeah, that's why I'm putting it in here. For anybody that's watched my stream for more than 10 minutes, it should be pretty painfully obvious to most people that I don't cheat, nor have I ever cheated in Tarkov. And just for the people on YouTube that think I'm cheating as well because we only upload, like, good raids, sometimes the videos that you guys see on YouTube of my raids, those are often like days apart. So like I could do a full 8-hour stream and not have one raid that's worthy of uploading to YouTube. So just to let you guys know that. I'm sure it'll be resolved soon. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. When I know more, I'll let you guys know. And for those people that actually think that I am a cheater, I've been streaming Tarkov for like 3 years. It is literally my job, my full-time job. This is literally my business and my livelihood. I would not risk that over cheating in a game that, like, why? I can't, like, think of any, like, rational reason as to why. But yeah, just a mistake. It'll be cleared up soon, and I'll let you guys know when I know more. And for those people in the comments that are going to say, he's reading a script. Yes, I have some notes here because I wanted to make sure that I mentioned everything because it's kind of important. It's my reputation. This is obviously not ideal for my reputation. But I have nothing to hide. It was just a mistake. I'll let you guys know when I hear back, hopefully tomorrow, about it. And I will give you guys an update then. But until that happens, we've got some patch notes to go over. So guys, as per usual, the full VOD for the podcast will be listed down below or linked down below. So if you guys want to watch the whole thing start to finish, you guys can do that. The podcast started with a conversation about the Twitch Rivals event where Landmark, Swagger and Deadly Slob were talking about their experiences with the Twitch Rivals event. And there was discussion about how the rules were kind of scuffed and like some things here and there could have been changed or made better for the future. So if you guys want to hear more about that, because I know some people don't really care about it, they went on quite lengthy about it, or lengthily about it. So if you guys want to check out that will be linked in a timestamp down below. We also had a conversation about the arena game mode. It will be a competitive game mode for Tarkov. There will be spectator cams and all that kind of stuff. It is being developed, guys, but it is a really long time away. So don't expect it like anytime soon. It is being worked on, but it is way out in the distance for the time being. And then Nikita then goes on to talk about 12.5 and 12.6, which is apparently a month or 2 away. With release dates, 12.5 is going to be early next week with no wipe. There is no wipe with 12.5. But for when we do get the wipe in 12.6, we won't have to examine things. It'll all be saved, and presets will be saved, and it is a full wipe. So that means soft skills, quest progression, weapon mastery, all that kind of stuff is gone. With 12.6, yeah, we're getting the full wipe, and we're going to finally have this be put in the game, where items found in raid are the only things that you're going to be allowed to sell on the flea market. So you can only sell stuff on the flea market that has a found in raid tag. This is huge because it's going to stop people who sell Tarkov in-game items for real money. This is a huge method of stopping them from being able to trade gold back and, or trade money, like in-game money, back and forth with each other. This is going to put a huge dent in that. Therefore, it's going to reduce the amount of cheaters that play Tarkov. So that is very big. Very nice change. I've been saying that for months, and I'm so glad they're finally putting it in. As far as the 12.5 patch goes, it's mostly fixes and some features, including post-raid healing from therapists, so a service from her, and then information about how you died. They haven't shown any stuff about that yet, so we're just going to have to wait and see until we actually get the system. We can test it out early next week, hopefully. A huge thing for a lot of you guys as well, because people complain about this all the time in chat. We're getting the scope sensitivity fixed finally and changes to how it works. So we're going to be able to adjust our sensitivities, and all the scope sensitivities, we're going to be able to make them feel however we want. So this is huge. I know a lot of people have been asking for this for a really long time. Not so much myself included. I kind of got used to the scope sensitivities myself, but I know a lot of people complain about it all the time. So there you go. We're finally getting it. Also, we're getting the new graphics settings they tweeted about. So this is coming in 12.5. It'll massively change the game and hopefully improve the experience for a lot of people who struggle with, first of all, color blindness, and for people who think that the game is overall too dark, you're going to be able to adjust all that stuff in game without the need for reshade or the NVIDIA filters or whatever, which, by the way, the NVIDIA filters are going to be disabled come May 1st. You will not be able to use them anymore, so just get them out of here now, get used to the game again, and then when the new system comes in next week, mess with those settings, and you won't have to use NVIDIA filters, not that you're going to be able to, and reshade is gone. So, yeah. Awesome. Finally, we're getting more graphics settings. This is great. So yeah, I'm very excited to check that out next week. Cultists are also coming, but Nikita won't tell us whether it's coming in 0.5, 0.6, or 0.7. We're just going to have to wait to find out ourselves. They're still refusing to tell us anything about them. We're just going to go into a nighttime raid and see if they're there, and that's that. So yeah, when 12.5 comes out, first thing you do, go into a night raid, see if you run into some cultists on customs or shoreline or whatever map the cultists can show up on, like reserve as well. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Also, 12.7 will have a new shoreline boss. They've said it's hopefully 12.7. So he has some crazy new items on him. So he's got basically a bunch of brand new stimulants, and I'm going to show you guys those later. I have screenshots of them. And then we have more details on the post-wipe update. There will be a link to that down below if you guys want to hear more about it. They were also talking about the Steam audio system. They talk a decent bit about it and Nikita's experiences with it, so there'll be a timestamp to that if you want to hear Nikita's full conversation about it. That is coming in 12.6. And Nikita said himself, apparently it sounds great. The directional audio is really good, but it just needs more time to be developed and fix bugs and all that kind of stuff before we actually get it in the game. So that is going to be coming in 12.6. Nikita has also had a conversation about hackers in the during the podcast. He was saying how it is extremely difficult task to handle the cheaters and the Chinese ping abusers, but they're working endlessly to try and solve the problem. So if you guys want to hear more about what Nikita had to say about cheaters, I recommend you click that link right there and go to the VOD and have a full listen to it. He actually said some very, very funny things about the cheaters, and it's very funny. Very funny. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, Nikita was asked about any changes to the weight system. Nikita feels like the weight is in easy mode at the moment and doesn't impact the game very much at all, but this will change later. So we're going to be getting some changes to the weight system. If you guys want to hear more about that, check out the link in the description. Me personally, I think the weight system's okay right now. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people agree with me. But I guess we're going to see how they're going to change it in the future. So yeah, just a couple of last minute things here. Nikita talks about moving to Unity 2019. So if you guys want to hear about that, check the link. He also talks about reworking spawns. So not only have they talked about reworking player spawns on maps, but they've also talked about reworking how, you know, like the way like keys have static spawns. So like red key card spawns, for example, everybody knows where they spawn. They're talking about making that a dynamic system, but it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of time, and it's probably not something we're going to see really soon. So check out that timestamp if you want to hear more about it. They then went on to talk a little bit about weapon balance, but there wasn't really anything like crazy important said there. If you want to hear more, check the link as per usual. And Nikita gives more information about post-raid healing in the upcoming patch. So if you can't wait until early next week, check out the link, hear what Nikita has to say. And then he talks about the armor plate system potentially coming with 0.13 with Streets of Tarkov. So that is quite a while away. We're only at patch 12.4 right now. Next patch 12.5. And then 0.13 is going to be hopefully with Streets of Tarkov and potentially the armor plate system. So yeah, very cool. So now let's get into the old meat and potatoes of the podcast. We're going to have a quick look at some of the leaks. So I'm going to go back here. Let me close this real quick. Open this, make that full screen so you guys can see. So here we have the 1911. They were showing us some pictures of it. So that is very nice. I like. And why can't I go to the next picture? I guess I'll just open them individually. And here is the 1911 again, but it is the stripped down version. But the important thing to note here is that there's a few different attachments here that we can mess with now instead of, you know, just the standard ones we're used to. We have the hammer, the trigger, and then the, I forget what this is called, but this part here as well is also going to be interchangeable. So we're going to have different triggers. He also said that we're going to have different triggers for different guns as well. So that's cool. And then the hammers as well, maybe for pistols, more customization. So that is pretty cool. We also have this, which is the new thermal scope. I believe this is a Russian military thermal scope. So these are, yeah, this is a new thermal, 2 new thermals. So not sure when we're going to have these, but soon TM. We've got a new handguard for the M4. If you want to see these pictures, just pause and have a look. I'm going to flick through them quite quickly. Another new handguard for the M4. New suppressor as well. There's a picture of that later on too. New backpack. Some new clothing items. Whoops, go back there. We got a beret. And then this is a video. This is just the modding for the M1911. So you guys can see all of the new parts. So there's the barrel. This is the catch. So that's one of the new parts. Then the slide. And then the iron sights. And there's the hammer for the back of it as well. So hopefully we're going to get these on all the pistols and some other guns as well. And then lastly, the trigger. Nikita said at the moment that this is mostly going to be just for like maybe like ergonomics or maybe like a little bit of recoil reduction or something like that, depending on what the part is. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what they're going to do with the other guns and what kind of stats they're going to do or what kind of perks they give the gun. We're just going to have to wait and see, my friends. But yeah, exciting stuff. This gun sounds really good as well. There's a video here of him shooting it too. We have a new plate carrier here, which hasn't been colored in yet or modeled yet. This is an image of Streets of Tarkov. So Streets of Tarkov, most of the buildings are actually going to be explorable. It is going to be a gigantic map with tons of stuff to loot. There's also a helicopter in the background. So make your speculations. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think the helicopter is going to do. Personally, I'd like to see it drop loot around the map, like loot crates and stuff that you can grab. Or even use a flare gun to call it in as an extraction from one of the rooftops or something. That'd be awesome. Or maybe something you can shoot down while other players are extracting and then you can steal their loot. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Here's another picture there. So yeah, it's in the early stages, but it is looking really, really cool. I'm very excited for this. And there's a character model there just for scale. And this is one of the main streets, I guess. But yeah, very cool. Very exciting stuff. There's an intersection there. So you can just see like the scale of it's huge. And a lot of these buildings are going to be able to explore every floor of them. Some of them are obviously going to be closed off because it would be impossible to do. It would just be ridiculous. But yeah, looks very cool. Very excited to see Streets of Tarkov. This is the... oh my god, I forget the name of this gun. Let me know in the comments what the name of the gun is. You guys know what it is. I knew it earlier. I said it straight away on stream when they showed it too. I can't remember the name. There it is again. Oh, the KSG. Yeah, the KSG. That's the one. Also, on this picture here, this little optic here is like a little holographic thermal. So that's another new attachment that's going to be added to the game as well. A little hollow thermal, which looks pretty cool. These are images of new customs. Sorry if the picture is a little bit blurry. So yeah, customs is getting a massive expansion, which is coming soon TM, hopefully in 12.6. And it looks really, really, really nice. Here's another one as well. Nikita also said that in the new customs, in the new area, Rashala will have a new spawn. One of these like buildings acts as his hideout. And he didn't really give us much information about it other than, you know, go explore it for yourselves when it comes out. So hopefully Rashala has like a stash here with like loot in it or something like that. Or maybe when you find them here, maybe they have different stuff or different gear or something like that. But it's all kind of speculation at this point. But it looks very, very cool. It looks very nice. There's another picture of a hallway there. Again, all of this stuff will be linked down below. You guys can go to where they talk about customs on the VOD. And I just recommend you watch the whole thing. It looks great. And there's another one as well. Nikita did confirm that there is an underground area here. So we're going to have an underground area that we're going to be able to explore. So that's cool. Who knows what's going to be down there. But this is the expansion between new construction and old gas station. And then some of those buildings are all going to be opened up and buildings are going to be added in. There's going to be tons of stuff to explore and loads of loot to be had. And PvP experiences to be had as well. It looks very cool. Looks very nice. And here is another picture of the customs expansion, another indoor area inside in one of the warehouses. Sorry, I don't know why the pictures are so blurry. This one's a little bit better. And I believe this might be the last one for the customs expansion. And there's that underground area. That's how you get to it there. This was, I believe, the picture that Nikita was explaining that you were going to be able to go underground. But he said he doesn't actually know too much about it because he's trying to save it all for himself to play when it actually gets released. He doesn't want to spoil it all for himself. It's another group of people that are working on it. There's another picture there. Kind of reminds me of the one on the factory side. The M4 building, old M4 building that we used to call it. It's cool. That's actually the other side. There's the path to the underground there. This is actually Smoke's new streamer item. They also said that Veritas is getting a streamer item as well, but they didn't say what it was. And they also said that some other streamers are getting items as well. So we'll have to see what those are. But this is Smoke streamer item and it looks really awesome. It looks really, really cool. It's just like a balaclava with like a plastic kind of like ventilator on it or filter on it or whatever. Very nice. Also, this is the PPSH. The gun that a lot of people have been asking for. They didn't show like being shot or anything. The gun hasn't been colored and it probably needs more texturing put onto it and all that kind of stuff. And they probably still need to animate the gun like shooting bullets and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, there it is, the PPSH. A lot of people have been asking for this gun. It is finally going to be added. So yeah, very cool. Not finished yet. Not finished yet, obviously. Not ready to be added to the game yet. But it is being worked on and it's going to be one of the new guns that we're going to see soon TM. Also, yeah, check this out. This is the M1911. Listen to how sick this gun sounds. .45 ACP, brother. Sounds very, very nice. This is probably the best sounding pistol in Tarkov now, if I had to rank them. Yeah, I would say. If the animation looks a little bit janky, it's not completely finished yet. So if you're wondering about that, that is why it's not fully finished yet. Yeah, there's the M1911 in all its glory that everybody's been asking for. We're finally getting it. So yeah, very cool. So yeah, there you go. New clothing options for USEX. This is also an upper for, I believe, the MCX, I think. So if you guys know what the MCX is, there you go. There's an upper for it. So another new gun being teased. I'm not really sure what the MCX is myself, but a bunch of people in chat recognize this upper, and that's what they called it. So there you go. This is the USP. So it's another gun that's going to be chambered in 45 ACP. Very, very cool. Hopefully there's a bunch of mods and we can put a suppressor on it like in CSGO if there's any CS fans watching this. So yeah, another 45 ACP. Or yeah, this is 45 ACP, right? So yeah, the USP. And there's just more pictures of the USP again. And these are called the poopy pants, as Sev lovingly called them. So yeah, I guess tracksuit pants and wellies. If you've ever been to a festival, you will recognize this look. And these are the new stims. So this one here, Mule, Nikita explained about. This is going to be the stim that you're going to want if you're trying to carry out tons of loot out of the raid with you. And then he didn't really elaborate on what many of the other stims do. So I guess whenever the new shoreline boss gets added in, we'll have more information on them. A lot of them have very interesting effects, as we've been told. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, very cool. These are all the new Senator drops. The new shoreline scam boss. He's going to drop these stimulants. So yeah, probably going to be worth a lot of money. Probably going to be uber valuable. And probably super useful in raid as well. This is that suppressor that we saw in the M4 earlier. Here we go. The UMP45 is finally being added to Tarkov as well. He said the optic on top here as well is going to be a super cheap optic that you're going to be able to get early. Very, very cheap. So another cheap optic option being added. And yeah, finally, the UMP45. One of the guns that I wanted to see in Tarkov for quite a while. That is obviously chambered in 45 ACP. So that is another new gun that we're getting. And here we have just the breakdown of the gun. So all its parts and internal components. Very nice. Go back. Let me scroll. Oh, is that it? I believe that is it. Yes, that is it. So guys, that's all I got for you. That is the summary of the Tarkov podcast. All the links to all of the various sections of the podcast are going to be linked down below in the description. So all you got to do is click the link. It'll take you to that moment in the VOD. And you guys will be able to find out any more information about that. This video is already like 20 minutes long. So I apologize for that. These are supposed to be quick. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Let me know down in the comments what you think. What are you most excited for? What are you looking forward to seeing the most? And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys either on the stream or on the next YouTube video. Guys, if you like the video, please make sure to leave a like. Maybe hit the sub button. Hit that little notification bell or whatever. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, the links for that will be down in the description. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, my dudes.